Isn't it funny how all of the characters in Project Sakai receive extensive aid from the virtual singers despite belonging to an upper middle or upper class background when no one from a lower socioeconomic background receives the same aid? It's kind of like how Santa only gives good presents to rich kids while leaving all the poor kids with crappy gifts. Why does it have to be this way? Why can't the big six cryptonoids support those belonging to the lower class backgrounds to achieve their musical dreams? Is it because of their extensive corporate backgrounds that they too have been blindsided by late stage capitalism? Or are they part of a psyop to promote capitalist evils? I mean, it's not like the cryptonoids can't help people belonging to lower socioeconomic backgrounds in Japan and across the world. Sakai's are manifested from emotion, obviously, and they're accessible through iPhones, or any other phone of that matter, acting as an extra plane of existence, meaning they can't be geo-blocked. And due to global rises in standards of living, iPhones are increasingly accessible for those of all walks of life. Which means that the virtual singers can help struggling musicians across the world, but they rather to stay perched atop their ivory towers, only directly intervening to those belonging to upper class backgrounds. It's almost like they're trying to keep the rich richer. And now, I don't mean to downplay the issues that some of the characters in Project Sky face, but most of the conflict for the characters is internal and occurs in environments where the characters' material needs have been met, allowing for them to attend private schools and pursue their passions in music. From a financial perspective alone, of course, as obviously people like Toya and Mafuyu face pressures from family, which throws a spanner in the works of their musical hopes, but yet they still have a pre-established structural advantage built upon economic privilege. As I said before, those facing similar emotional conflicts or who are also looking to pursue music that belong to lower class backgrounds in Japan and overseas might have the same free time or means of production to pursue music, and yet they don't receive help, even though the virtual singers are omnipresent and capable of doing so. Let's use the street Sakai as an example, as in the Sakai, there is no means of production. And yet, tangible food can somehow be delivered and consumed by a human in the Sakai. And yet this food is never used to feed the hungry. And that's because there's no return on investment. Which is why Miku and the other virtual singers, despite being omnipresent, only help the upper classes. They can be several places at once, yet they choose not to, because they feel the forces of time. And they value time like we value money, because time is money. Imagine you're a horse trainer, and for an upcoming race, you've got the option to train one of two horses. Horse number one has depression, but comes with a lot of hay. Horse number two also has depression, but along with that has broken legs and no hay. But Sega, the bankrolls of Project Sakai, want us to choose is horse number one. So they use the narrative to communicate to us, and we still feel joy when horse number one succeeds, don't we? While the other horse faces the same hardships, but tenfold or something. Now, what I want you to do is cease thinking about the horses. Erase them from your grey matter and replace the image of a horse to that of a human. And then, the evils of capitalism, which Project Sakai become readily apparent. As I said before, they want to keep the rich rich, so they use the big six cryptonoids as a way to communicate that belief towards the impressionable youth, to build a defense mechanism that protects them. And it's so subtle because it's such a small part of the game, and yet it's such a big part in our lives, so we should really switch on. And if you think that's bad, don't get me started on the game's gacha system. Well, sure, I understand that the game needs to be profitable, and when the game doesn't run forced ads, they need to make money somehow. But I'm still so pissed that I didn't get Enna from Enna 5. That's because I refuse to spend money on gacha. I played for 3 hours every day, and I still didn't get the card I wanted. And some twats, who don't even like Enna as much as I do, got her. But anyways, it's not even that important because it's incentivizing underage gambling. No matter how you look at that, it's a capitalist evil. It's like Rainbet, but less egregious. Anyways, that's all I've got to say. I could have talked about a lot more. I could have really woked out, but one, I'm too lazy to edit a 10-minute video. Two, I've pretty much been talking all day today, and my voice is kind of tired, so I've got to shut up. And three, I was going to talk about more topics like metrocratic individualism. Yeah, you probably don't even know what that is. Okay, you probably do, but still. I've said too much, so this is the end of the video. I'm signing off. Laters, and remember, this video is satire and a joke, I guess, so please don't tell me to kill myself in the comments.